What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with 12 weeks out physique update from Akim Williams. So Akim just recently won Toronto Pro, where he was able to beat some very good talent like Quentin Beastford and John Dewitt and some other guys as well. But he wasn't as impressive in Toronto as he was at the Arnold Ohio as well as at the Arnold UK, where he just shocked the entire bodybuilding world by doing an insane transformation overnight. He was altogether a different bodybuilder from the prejudging to the finals, and that was with the help of his coach Chris Aceto. So Akim has some of the best side shots right now because the man is so damn huge, and he has got some nasty looking detail on the side of his legs, which by the way we do not see that very often, especially in this day and age. Most of the competitors in the men's open do not have that, but on the other hand Akim has some very major weakness as well, and that is his back shot, specifically his back double bicep. And that is one shot where he is so vulnerable at. He loses so much ground when he turns around, and against any kind of competition. So Akim wasn't there at the Olympia stage last year, and back in 2022, he was unable to place at the Olympia level. So this year with Michael Crizo out of the Olympia, Regan Grimes and Charles Griffin also not doing it. And from the looks of things right now, Big Ramy most probably won't be there either. So Akim Williams will be definitely looking to make a comeback in that top 10 at this year's Miss Olympia in October. Because last time we saw him on the Olympia stage back in 2022, that wasn't a very good look for Akim. But do let me know what you guys think. Can Akim Williams crack top 10? Rubiel Mosquera aka Nexilla just posted another sneak peek of him at 11 days out of his second only pro show of his career. So it seems like this guy cannot get fat because of the insane size that he carries. I mean, the man is probably one of the biggest guys out there right now. And the fact that Rubiel is so close to the competition, he most probably will be on low carbs. So even being on the flat side, he looks so damn full. So with Chris Cormier training there himself, and also helping him pose for the last 5 or 6 weeks, that is most probably gonna make a huge difference in his presentation at the Weight Pro this year. So there has been so much hype around Rubiel, especially since he made his debut last year at Prague, where he was able to place top 3. And that is exactly what makes this Weight Pro so damn exciting, because we have already seen what William Bonac, Baros Tabani, and Nathan are gonna look like, because these guys have already competed multiple times this year. But Rubiel is gonna be the biggest surprise and the X factor. So what we have seen in regards to Rubiel, especially in the last couple of weeks, which by the way has been very little. The question is, has he improved on his conditioning? The separation in his delts, the striations in his chest and his arms, they are no doubt a lot better than last time. He's looking so much improved in all those areas. But the thing is, we haven't seen any updates regarding his quads. We haven't seen his legs so far. So we already know they are gonna be the biggest set of wheels on that stage. But at the same time, they are most probably gonna be the least separated as well, out of all the top 4 guys. So Rubiel is the most exciting guy to look forward to at this year's Weight Pro, and hopefully he can deliver. So what are your expectations? Can Rubiel win this show? Can he beat the likes of Baros Tabani, Nathan Diesha and William Bonac? The next pro show on the list is Chicago Pro, and that is going down tomorrow. So we are just 24 hours out from one of the best shows of the season so far. Why? Because there are going to be some new names aiming to make their mark here. Moh Foda training to win his first pro show. Hassan Mostafa coming back, trying to redeem himself after placing outside of the top 5 at this year's Toronto. Tim Budisham fully fired up after finally getting a good placing by the judges at his last show, which was Band Pro. And he's just one place away from getting his first pro win and also getting to his first ever Miss Olympia. Because the thing is, Tim has been struggling to get his first pro win and waiting for his Olympia qualification since 2017, because he has been a pro for quite some time now. So Tim will be definitely looking to hold on to this momentum that he gained after this year's Van Pro. So Villar, who suffered from a tricep injury at the beginning of this year, is also trying to make a very strong comeback. So if he can look as good on the stage as he does on Instagram, as he does on his social media, I think it will be game on. Stanimal, who dropped down from 2nd to 8th at the same show from 2023 to 2024. Although he was able to bring a very improved package here compared to last year, he's gonna be the guy looking to make the biggest change in placings here at Chicago Pro. So again, I have to say, just like Van Pro, it's just too difficult to make predictions on this one. However, if Hassan Mostafa does bring the condition, he will surely be fighting for the title. I mean, he's a 2-time Olympian for a reason, and even though he doesn't have the most eye-pleasing physique, he does not have the best aesthetics out there. But the guy is so damn muscular. He's so damn huge. But at the same time, if he doesn't bring his conditioning, he will struggle to make the first call out here again. So does all this make Moh Foda the most dangerous competitor in this lineup, as he has the size, plus the symmetry, plus the aesthetics. So if he can nail his condition, I think he certainly has a very good shot, and he has all the tools to win this one and get to the Olympia stage for the very first time. Next up, we have an update from Logan Franklin, posing with the 90s legend, Kevin Levrone. So I'm sure all the old school bodybuilding fans remember the start of the posing routine of Kevin Levrone, where he used to shake his arms and then transition into his famous most muscular. He did that in 1999 British Grand Prix, a show which is considered the greatest bodybuilding show ever. So that shaking of arms, that is something that only suited Levrone because he had some monster triceps, and he probably had one of the best delts in the history of bodybuilding. And that is why his hand collapsed most muscular. That is one of the greatest of all time. So this video gets a lot more interesting in the later part, where Kevin takes the charge, and he starts hitting his trademark shots like a rapid fire. So the man is 60 years old, and his flow is still so impeccable. Definitely one of the all-time best, and very unlucky in a sense, that he competed in the era of prime Dorian years, as well as Ronnie Coleman. And he has got a unique record of placing second at the Olympia 4 times. So Logan Franklin is also one of the best posers we have in classic physique division as of right now. But he must have learned a lot from this legend. So Logan right now is 12 weeks out of this year's Miss Olympia. And I believe his aim would be to at least crack top 6 at the Olympia this year. But looking at the current lineup, I have to say that could be kinda difficult. Next up, we have an update from 2 times Arnold Classic champion, Terrence Ruffin. So for the record, he is the only guy in Classic Physique who has won the prestigious Arnold Classic Ohio twice in his career, ever since this division was introduced. All the other top guys like Breon Ansley, Ramon Dino, and Urs Klashinsky, they have tried to win this show. So both Breon and Ramon have won it once, and Urs hasn't been able to win it yet. So what is new with Terrence Ruffin? So we haven't seen any recent physique updates from him, especially after he started his prep. While on the other hand, we have seen a lot from the rest of his competition, the guys who are most probably going to be in the first call-out again this year. So Terrence was having some issues and some sort of discomfort while training his arms. He told us that in the off-season, and that is a bad thing for Terrence Ruffin, because for a guy who already doesn't have the best arms in the game, I mean, don't get me wrong, he has brought up his arms a lot in the last few years, especially since his first ever Miss Olympia. He has made tremendous improvements, but that is still one of his weakest body part. So the last update that we saw from Terrence, that was in the off-season, and he looked absolutely massive. And that is the thing with this guy. He's the only one who can grow that much, because he has got so much room to grow. He is the only guy out of the top 6 or top 7 who doesn't have to worry about making that weight cutoff. And that is the thing, he does need to get bigger, especially if he wants to get back into those top 3 spots, because he needs to get bigger in certain areas to evolve with the competition. So he looks really lean at 12 weeks out mark, but he was having some sort of knee issues as well. So let's see how this Olympia goes for him. And also hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. And smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.